Today we're in Haworth Bronte country. It's £4 to park all day. We're going to walk up, have a look at the church and the tiny little oldie worldy village, and then make our way to Lower Leith Reservoir, then on to Top Withens and make it around. So we're turning left here and making our way up towards the church, main street and toilets. As we turn left, we just look to our right hand side. It just gives a little taste of what to expect today. Looks pretty good. Eventually reach a path at the top, turn right. We're heading towards the village. We've just got a few chickens on our right hand side. Looks like we're in for a good day. That's looking to our right. As we walk down the path, we come out at the side of the church. I can't quite get back far enough to get it all in one go, but there we are. We're just sort of looking up the graveyard now. Certainly well packed together. And then we're going to go and have a look at the parsonage. There's a little plaque on your left-hand side explaining the Bronte graves. Just at the side of the churchyard, you've got the parsonage. We take a quick shot of Bronte Parsonage and Museum on our left-hand side. Just at the back of the garden, you'll see a plaque. It says, "This was the site of the gate leading to the church used by the Bronte family, and through which they were carried to their final resting place in the church." And if we look at the back, there's the church. We're just at the side of the church now. We're just having a quick look round before we start our walk. Just near the church, you've got the King's Arms pub. Lovely flowers at front. As you walk round the corner next to the pub, you've got the tourist information there, look. Just at the side of the tourist information, you've got the White Lion and Chippy at the other side. We're just heading down the little village now. I'm just stood on the steps of the church looking at the apothecary at the other side. And there we are looking down the hill, and we can see the hills at the other side. And there's looking back uphill towards the tourist information. So we make our way back towards the Tourist Information Centre, head forward, up the alley, King's Arms on your right hand side. We're heading towards the church. We make our way up the hill again. So we're walking by the side of the parsonage and museum, straight forward, heading towards Lower Leith Reservoir. The footpath sign says West Lane. We just keep heading forward now. Just give you a quick shot as we make a start. It's the 30th of July today. It looks like we're going to be dodging showers. We make our way to the road, turn left, and then walk forward 100 yards and take the left turn. Signpost says Pennystone Hill. There's a little track at the side of the road as you go uphill, and you've got a couple of benches. We just stop and admire the view on our right hand side. This is Bronte country, looks pretty good. We head forward another 100 yards. You've got plenty of seats here. Looks like a good sort of picnic or viewing area, and you can see why in a minute. Look at this. We've got like an old cemetery on our left hand side. Just keep heading forward now, off the road, Signpost says Bridleway to Reservoir Road. We walked forward 100 feet. We can see the reservoir now. Before we drop down, we'll just give you a quick shot of the reservoir. And there's still got some seats here. You're walking with a taxi driver today in Bronte country. When we get to the road, we're going to turn right and walk across the front of the reservoir and then left. As we cross over, on our left-hand side, we can see water cascading down. So we'll just give you a quick shot of that. And we've got cars pretty close behind us. At the top of the road, turn left towards Stanbury. We're on the edge of Stanbury now, so we'll give you a couple of shots as we go through. We've got the pub on the right-hand side, and it's called Wuthering Heights, and it serves food. Just near the Wuthering Heights pub, we've got a house here, date 1753. The Wuthering Heights pub says, welcoming folks since 1763, so both buildings, and probably the one in the middle, will have been around when the Bronte sisters were alive. There's the one in the middle, or two in the middle, should I say. Just a bit run down, but they look from the same period to me. Well, we'll keep going. We're in the pub car park now, and that's your view at the other side. We've got a plaque there that says Emily Bronte, 1818 to 1848. We just keep heading forward through the village. The door on your right-hand side belonged to the old cooperative. Just next to the co-op, we've another pub called the Friendly Free House. We're just in front of the pub with a little play park to our right. Just taking a shot up the valley. That's the top side of the reservoir there. We've made our way to the end of the village. We just keep heading forward. We walk past the bus stop and the seats on our right-hand side, and then we turn off left. We see there's a bit of parking there. So we'll be heading on the Pennine Way towards Top Withens. Just before we turn left, we look to our right-hand side. We can see there's a pub there, and at the back we've got Pond and Reservoir. The footpath sign says Bronte waterfall, half a mile, Top Withens, 1.5. We're just heading forward now, following the road. And then that sort of gives way to a stony track. You'll cross over a cattle grid, take the right-hand fork for Top Withens. As we walk uphill, following the wall, we pass a house on our right-hand side, just through that big gate there. We keep going. The house is called Lower Height Farm. We're more or less level with it now. We just keep heading forward. We can see another house in the distance. The house in front is Upper Heights Farm. We just keep walking to the side of there, look. We're not far off Top Withens now, probably 3/4 of a mile at the most. Just a tiny bit of breeze up here today. We think that's Top Withens on the left-hand side of your picture. Let's go and have a look. Everywhere you look, there's no trees. But as we approach Top Withens, we've got one just at the back of there, by the look of it, and we've got one in the front. That's a great shot anyway. Let's keep going. And here we are, we're at Top Withens now. We're just going to have a look round and maybe a cup of tea. We've got a sheep here that just begging for some bread. He won't go away.
No. No.
Yeah, he won't take no for an answer. Or she won't. About 3 feet away, if that, 2 feet.
No.
Ha ha ha!
Go away. No, go away. Come on. I'm not having my dinner.
Keep still. He's determined, or she's determined to get a sandwich. Won't take no for an answer. There's no food. She's going now, I think. We've given her a couple of bits of bread, but it's just encouraging us. We won't give her no more. He's just after a bit of bread now, look. Once he's been fed and lamb. See you later. He's your friend for life now. I'm Janice. It's still following her. She's fed it and
He's coming back now.
he's coming back now. Our sheep's still there, coming up for our bag, see if there's any biscuits left. She's got a little lamb on the left-hand side, but you've got your seats here, so great spot for a picnic. Just a couple of quick more shots and then head back towards Haworth and the waterfall. But if you feed this sheep as your friend for life, well, we'll just have a look at the other side before we move on. And there's the front. You've got plenty of seating, so you can have your pack up here as long as you don't mind sharing it with my friend the sheep. We see we've got a door open, so we're going to go inside and have a look. We're inside one of the buildings now, so as you can see, you've got some shelter if the weather's bad. We go round the side and we see a plaque on the wall. It says Top Withens. This farmhouse has been associated with Wuthering Heights, the Earnshaw home in Emily Bronte's novel. We just looked to the corner of the building, just to the left-hand side. We've got a couple of grouse there. That's amazing. The other one's just popped its head up. We're looking down into the little rooms now. We're looking back onto the moorland. Hasn't changed at all, hardly, I don't think, since Emily was last up here. It's fantastic. You need to come and look at this for yourself. It's great. Well, we'll make that do for now. We're going back to Haworth now. We make our way back downhill 100 yards. At the signpost, we turn right. We're heading towards the Bronte waterfall now. Signpost says Bronte Falls, 1 mile. On our way back, we cross over a few stepping stones in the little stream there, look. We've just had nearly a dozen grouse fly over our heads. They were keeping low because it'll soon be the 12th of August, grouse shooting. That's just looking back. The tree and the building on the right-hand side of your picture is Top Withens. Beautiful countryside is this. We're just following the track along the top. We've got the gully and the little stream down below on our right. We think we've got a little grouse just in front of us. Ah, he's gone. That's just in front of us on the path. That is about 30 feet ahead of us. He's gone. We're slowly making our way towards the waterfall now, just keeping to the left-hand side of that tree. We've just gone past the tree on our right, and we just keep heading forward, following the wall. We're getting close to the waterfall now, and there we have the waterfall at the other side. So we're going to be crossing over that little footbridge at the bottom, and we're going to walk on that path at the other side where them people are, look. I'm stood on the bridge now, looking to our right-hand side, and there we are looking to the left. So we're just heading forward, little streams down below. The track's out into the open countryside now, and as we head forward we can see like a ruined barn in the distance. We're making our way slowly towards that. We've passed the old building on our left. We're just heading forward next to the wall now on the old track. Just keep walking till you come to a cattle grid. The road's just in front of you. We turn right there. Signpost says Haworth 1 1/4 via Penistone Hill. So we cross over the road and keep heading forward. We make our way up to the top, turn left. Signpost says Haworth, and it's just starting to rain. As we walk along the top, we look to our left-hand side. We can see we've got a couple of picnic tables and the reservoirs down below. We're only about a mile from Haworth now. Still raining though. We make our way towards the road and then cross straight over. Well, we've got a load of people coming towards us, and somebody's in a sort of a ball gown there, and looks like we've got a chauffeur at the back. Makes you wonder if this isn't a wedding or something, I don't know. The lady at the front was dressed as Emily Bronte, so we think that's a guided walk. Well, that were great with that, to pass somebody on our walk dressed as Emily Bronte. Fantastic bit of luck. We keep going. So we're heading downhill. At the bottom of the hill, if you go straight forward, that'll take you to the car park. Yeah, so we're turning left now, and that'll bring us out at the church. Car park's just below on our right. But we're going to go on now and see if we can get a shot of a train, steam train if we can, in the station. We're just in the picnic area near the maintenance depot. We're off into the station in a minute, waiting for the steam train to come in. We're slowly making our way to the station. It isn't far. We just take a shot of a couple of little diesel units at the far side of the coal. We're just going to add this into Haworth Walk because we think it's something that's interesting. Well, there's Haworth Station. We're going to go inside now and wait for the steam train to come. The Worth Valley Railway was famous for the 1970 hit The Railway Children. Well, we've finished our walk, and so we've made our way down to the railway station. We hope you've enjoyed our walk at Haworth. You've been walking with a taxi driver today. He's away now. Fair bit of steam, but that's what you expect. Well, that were great.